So I'd like to speak a little bit about Vedas. Veda is a great word in itself. Some people call it knowledge. I don't like that definition. Some people call it wisdom. That's a little bit better. And some people say it's more of wisdom as it evolves. It is what is to be known. It's what we're seeking for. It's the apex, or the wisdom as it evolves in practice, in application. The application of wisdom, which is even more important than the wisdom, because, you open up Kotu Vedanto Painayanto Kuje Beraya Andokare. How many books of wisdom, how much Vedas, Vedanta, all these books of wisdom? I don't find you there. That's not the wisdom that we're seeking. We're seeking the real wisdom. The wisdom that makes us go inside and make the changes that are necessary so that we become the individuals that we respect the most. So originally, there are 4 Vedas. Veda Vyas, a great story. Matsya Ganda was paddling the boat. Parasar Rishi said, I have this... I'm overcome with a desire for Kama Atur. For this, I have to seek immediate intimacy with you right now. There is some reason, some soul must come through our union. She said, we're in a boat, and you don't know how to swim. Please don't do this in the boat. Let's at least go to the island. So they went to the island in the middle of the river, and Parashar said, hey, come Matsya Ganda, there is some necessity for us to make love immediately. Matsya Ganda said, I smell like a fish. Matsya Ganda, I smell like a fish. How can you want to unite with me and as I smell as a fish? She said, if you're going to do this with me now, I want you to give me a boon. He said, yes, I'll give you the boon. Matsya Ganda said, take away my fish smell. Parashar said, Tatastu. And he made her the most attractive scent. That scent, the fragrance which exuded from Matsya Ganda attracted every species of the world. They were all in love with Matsya Ganda. And she said, oh, okay, now I don't smell like a fish. Now, this is a terrible thing you're going to do in broad daylight. Everybody can see. Anybody walking down either path along the river is going to see. And I'm certainly going to be a person of ill repute. I'll be held to scorn. Parashar said, okay, I will create clouds around the island. Nobody can see even the island. Matsya Ganda said, well, give me one more boon. I want the son that's born from our union to be the most intelligent, the most highly respected, the most well-renowned scholar of Vedic literature and in the history of all of the Sanatan Dharma. Parashar said, I give you that boon. He will be known as Veda Vyas. Vyas means a propounder of 1,000 verses of the Vedas. Veda Vyas. He was the propounder of 1,000 verses. So Parashara and Matsya Ganda made love there on the island. And Parashara bowed down and said, thank you very much. And he took his leave. Matsya Ganda gave birth to Veda Vyas. And Veda Vyas came out of the womb. He took a bath. He started to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And he said, thank you very much, Mother. Now I'm going to propound the Vedas. Now, up until the birth of Veda Vyas, there was only one Veda. And it was humongous. It was of such size, no one could grasp it. So the first thing Veda Vyas did was to divide the Vedas into 4 Vedas. And he divided all the Vedic literature into the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, the Sam Veda, and Atharva Veda. Now let's see if there was each of the Vedas, the Rig Veda is the wisdom achieved or attained through hymns and songs of praise. The Yajur Veda is the wisdom that comes from union through sacrifice, and not just sacrifice in the fire, which is very important, but also not just the ritual sacrifice, but the sacrifice of ego, the union between the Atma and the Paramatma. The Yajur Veda. Sama Veda is the union, the wisdom that comes through song. So they gave a Sama notation. Most of the Sama Veda is contained within the Rig Veda, with the difference or the distinction that the Sama Veda has a Sama notation. So it says when you go high, when you go low, where you dip, and where you and you can do I can't do it. I'm sorry. There are all these certain species of Brahmins that can make those sounds. I wouldn't even purport to. I only want to understand what they're saying. And Atharva Veda was the fourth one. Atharvan was a name of Shiva. And Atharva Veda is the Veda of practice. How do you employ this knowledge? How do you use this knowledge? How do you live life because of the wisdom of Vedas? So these were the four Vedas which Veda Vyas defined and distinguished from each other, and he segregated the knowledge and he encoded them into different canons: Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva. So those are the four Vedas. Now, from each of the Veda he took one Mahavakya, one great statement which summarized the essence of that Veda. The wisdom to be achieved through the Rig Veda, the knowledge of hymns, was Praganyam Brahma. The wisdom of nature is God. And from the Yajur Veda he said, Tattwa Jnana, that is you. From the Atharva Veda he said, I am Atma Brahma. This soul, I am Atma. Brahma is God. And from the Sama Veda, Aham Brahmashmi. I am that supreme divinity. And the four Vedas give four Mahavakyas, four great statements which define the essence of the wisdom of that knowledge. And it makes one very, very beautiful poem, in English at least, Praganyam Brahma, Tat Tvam Asi. I am Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmashmi. I recommend that you all learn that little poem because it shows four different ways that this individual soul unites with the Supreme Soul and becomes one.